it's hot. I'm not trying to like, oh, it's not hot.
I got nonverbal.
Welcome to the game show where developers have to bring the knowledge or face the heat.
I think it's space evenly.
Want you space evenly some bites? Will Natalie lock in the win?
It's not the only thing broke around here. When did they get hot?
Or does Sammy have the keys to victory?
I'm doing great.
I'm your host, Mark Texan, and this is Leet Heat.
Just give me the chicken.
Here's how the game will work. Contestants will spin the wheel, land on a category, I'll ask them a question. Get it right, points on the board. Get it wrong, then it's time for a spicy bite. Also, contestants beware, there is a Leet Heat tile where you'll get an immediate spicy bite. Off camera, Sammy won the coin flip. Sammy, you're up first. All right, landing on the first category, CSS, sponsored by our friends over at CodePen, and our friend Jason's gonna tell us more.
CodePen is a collaborative sharing environment for putting some code that you wrote on the front end. You can build something, you can put it up there to share, people can fork it, they can like it, they can even leave a comment. It is a lot of fun, and you should give it a shot.
First question in the CSS category, pseudo-class functions is and where match the same elements. What is the difference between them? Is it A, performance, B, character count, C, nesting depth, or D, specificity?
You gotta push the button.
You first.
I
Okay,
was just about to. No, don't worry about it.
you have to buzz.
Oh, I was trying to tell Sammy.
People come to the show and make up their own rules. She's like, if I start talking before him and the host, it's gonna work. That's not how that
It
goes.
didn't work.
It did not work. The correct answer is specificity. Which CSS selector allows for matching elements without specific characteristics? A, not, B, exclude, C, without, or D, inverse?
You know what? I don't even know, but I'm gonna guess.
Go ahead, Natalie.
I'm gonna go with matching elements without specific characters. Not A.
And you are not wrong. 100 points for you. Next question. To match only one direct sibling element, which combinator should be used? Is it P tilde sibling, P greater than sibling, P plus sibling, or P dot sibling? Sammy.
B, P, caret, great sibling.
Do we have a carrot to put some hot sauce on? 'Cause that's what he gets. It's a spicy bite. Natalie with a chance to steal.
I could, or I could just let Sammy suffer in misery. I think I'm gonna just let Sammy suffer.
Okay, Sammy's suffering with our first Dino bite. Today's spicy bites are delivered via Dino Nuggies. Zero config, JavaScript runtime. Without the mess.
We're warming up here with the Los Calientes Verde. This is a sauce made with green serrano, and then a little more serrano, but this one's been applewood smoked. Just a sprinkle of orange habanero in there.
All right, let's head over to the next question. What pseudo element applies styles to highlighted text on a page? Is it A, highlight, B, mark, C, selection, or D, cursor?
C,
Sammy.
selection.
You just selected yourself 100 points. Score 0 to 100. Natalie in the lead. All right, we're gonna lead into our favorite moment of the game where we change a tile right into a Leet Heat tile. The board is getting significantly spicier, but not spicy enough. Let's have Sammy spin the wheel. Oh, barely escaped the Leet Heat tile, but we landed in user management, sponsored by our good friends over at Clerk. Jason, tell us more.
Clerk is the most comprehensive user management platform. They are more than just a sign-in box. It is a complete suite of embeddable UIs, flexible APIs, and admin dashboards to authenticate and manage your users.
Question number 1. Role escalation occurs when roles are deleted from the system, users downgrade their access, a user gains higher privileges than intended, or roles are properly assigned. Sammy.
C, a user gains higher privileges than intended.
You know what you're gonna gain? higher points. Next question. What's the function of firewalls in user management? A, to manage user roles. B, style sign-in pages. C, block unauthorized access. Or D, cook user data. Natalie.
C.
C is correct. Next question. What does session hijacking refer to? A, enhancing session security. B, styling session pages. C, taking over a user session. Or D, speeding up session loads. Sammy,
C, taking over a user session.
why don't you take over these points? Now you're at 200 to 200, and we're at the final question in this category. Here we go. What is the purpose of account provisioning? A, to create and manage user accounts. B, to encrypt user communications. C, to delete all user data. D, to design user interfaces. Natalie.
Oh. I mean, why not guess A?
Hey, Annie, hold off on that spice bite. Nice job. And with that, we've reached the end of the category. We'll be back after these messages.
Hello, fellow perps. Hello, fellow hoodlums. If you're a cyber criminal like me, then you need to be careful when doing crime things on the web. And that's why I use Not a Cop VPN. Not a Cop VPN encrypts your traffic through our secure servers that are definitely not owned by local law enforcement. Try Not a Cop VPN. It's not the cops.
Tired of that dull, lackluster finish from your regular dishwasher tablets? Try Dino Nuggies. With no bleaches or peroxide, Dino Nuggies are a more natural way to get your dishes sparkling clean, with no streaks, no spots, no mess. Dino Nuggies. Is there anything they can't do?
Let's take a moment to meet our contestants. Hey, Natalie, welcome to the show.
Thank
So glad
you,
to have
Mark.
you.
Thank you.
Based on what you told me, you're a developer and somewhat of a startup veteran. Why is that?
I mean, that's what I do. I come in early, I work real hard, and I hope it pays off.
Okay. A lot of lessons to be learned in the startup world. though.
Agreed, yeah. for
Definitely,
sure.
yeah,
I get
definitely.
to wear a lot of hats.
I heard that you're into a new era, like you like something now that you didn't like before. Tell me about it.
Like, I'm full on gone over Dragon Ball.
Wow.
Dragon Ball Z, Super. Finally fell in love with Vegeta. It took forever, but yeah, we're there.
What's your Super Saiyan level?
Oh, like, they haven't even invented it yet. Like,
So would you say you're over 9,000?
you know, I waited like a whole month for them to say that just to find out 9,000 is nothing. It's nothing.
Hey,
Pan's 9,000.
you are really into this. I like that energy. Good luck on the show today. You're gonna do great. All right, Sammy, welcome to the party. So glad to have you.
Glad to be here.
All right, fantastic. Now, you are a newer developer, but what I think is super interesting is that you have a different way to contribute to open source, or at least the type of projects. A little bit different, a little bit unconventional. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, so I contribute a lot to a civic tech project called SF Lifeline. It's part of the SF Civic Tech group, and the project mainly helps EMT professionals communicate with their monolingual elderly community that usually doesn't speak English or doesn't have a lot of access to technology.
So we're over here eating hot sauce nuggets, and he's over here saving lives.
I'm watching Dragon Ball.
And she's watching Dragon Ball. He's helping the elderly get the care and access they need. Way to make us all feel like bad people. But no, that is fantastic. I love that you're doing that.
Yeah.
Thank you for helping. And also, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Let's have Natalie spin that wheel.
No, why would you do that?
Why, we don't know why you did it, but we're so glad that you did. Let's bring Natalie a level 1 spice bite.
It's level 1, how bad can it be?
It's a good warm-up sauce. I think you're gonna be okay.
It's fine.
All right, why don't you go ahead and choose our next category.
I think this has been pretty fun.
All right, we're heading into category Developerisms. All right, get ready. What term do developers use for a code base that's become such a disaster, it's practically impossible to fix? Is it A, spaghetti code, B, code soup, C, tire fire, or D, tech debt trap?
D, tech debt trap.
How about take a bite? And you have a chance, Natalie.
A, cold spaghetti. Although I'm gonna start saying tire fire.
You can say cold spaghetti because you can douse some hot sauce on your spaghetti, because that is incorrect. The correct answer is actually tire fire.
No one says that.
It's
not true.
No one says that. All right, both contestants get a level 2 spicy bite. Jason, tell us about our level 2.
Our level 2 today is the classic from Hot Ones. This is a chili to arbol pepper mash. There's a little apple cider vinegar in there, some salt, garlic, turmeric. You're not gonna taste any of it.
This one's better.
Let's go on to the next question. What term describes old, sometimes poorly documented code that everyone's afraid to touch, but the business depends on? Is it A, heritage code, B, technical debt, C, vintage software, or D, legacy code? Natalie.
Legacy code.
Legacy code, your legacy of score goes up by 100 points. Next question. What JavaScript nightmare occurs when you have multiple nested asynchronous functions creating deeply indented and hard to follow code? Is it A, callback hell, B, promise chain, C, event loop block, or D, async await chain? Sammy?
A, callback hell.
And that is definitely a callback to more points. 100 points to you, Sammy. And we're in the final question of the category. What's the development term for when a project's requirements keep expanding uncontrollably during development? Is it A, scope creep, B, project drift, C, feature bloat, or D, stack overflow? Natalie.
Scope creep. As a startup girly, I'm confident.
So I creep, yeah, to 100 more points, because that was the right answer. I changed the melody right at the end of that song.
Keeping us on our toes, Mark.
Also get on your toes, get out of your seats, because it's time for the one, the only, Leet Heat Tile. All right, friends, the board is now 4 Leet Heat tiles, 2 categories left. Natalie, your turn to spin the wheel. All right, landing in user experience. Which design decision feels really cool to build, but often degrades user experience? Is it A, parallax effects, B, scroll jacking, C, carousel, or D, all of the above? Sammy.
D, all of the above.
And you're about to go above 200 to 300. Nice playing. Let's continue. To improve delivery speed for static assets, developers can leverage what? A, S3 buckets, B, content delivery networks, C, local storage, D, IPv6. Sammy.
B, content delivery networks.
Let me deliver some more points. 100 points to you.
I think my button broke.
You broke it then, because our stuff worked.
It's not the only thing broke around here.
The hot sauce is not as spicy as that.
Remember that. Remember that. Get yourself together. Which of the following is not a library of ready-made React interface elements? Is it A, Radix, B, Grommet, C, Mantine, or D, Cortex?
No, I didn't say
You should test your buzzer, just in case.
You said it was broke. Go ahead, click it.
I said it wasn't the only thing broke either, but you focusing on the wrong thing.
It was D, Cortex.
Okay.
Final question in the category. The presence of a loading spinner can be perceived as loading slower if loading takes less than how long? Is it A, 100 milliseconds, B, 500 milliseconds, C, 2 seconds, D, 5 seconds?
I'm gonna put myself out there.
Natalie?
I think it's A, and I think it might be written correctly.
And I think it is not A, and you are incorrectly answering. Sammy with a chance to steal.
I'm good.
You're good.
Yeah.
She not. All right, spicy bite.
I
Level
just feel
3.
like that question's kind of muddled.
No, that question is excellent. If all right, my grammar sucked, but the information is right. If it takes longer than 2 seconds, or if it takes less than 2 seconds for something to load, a loading spinner perceptually feels slower. Natalie is about to eat our Hob sauce. It is a pineapple habanero blend, and it is made with both pineapples and habaneros. Starts sweet, doesn't end that way.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
It's a trick
All
question.
right, fine.
It wasn't a trick question, it's just science.
What is this?
It's a science
All right.
question.
Bring out the next Leet Heat tile. Now the board is in my favorite condition, the infamous pie slice. The chances of spice are overwhelmingly great. I can't wait. So Sammy, go ahead and spin. You escaped me this time, Gadget. Not next time. Deep cut for my 80s babies out there. Question number 1 in the category frameworks.
Yes, the frameworks category is sponsored by Neon, a serverless Postgres platform that is 100% compatible with your favorite frameworks. And they've got a free plan ready to go so that you can go build whatever you want on it.
In Lit, custom components and properties are declared using what shorthand syntax? A, decorators, B, ifs, C, pipe operator, or D, pattern matching?
You should test out your buzzer.
I don't know what lit is, so
I've
I'm
never heard of
not
that.
gonna do that.
The answer we're looking for was decorators.
Oh, that makes
Decorators.
sense.
Which library used to ship with a method called secret internals do not use or you will be fired? Is it A, .NET, B, React, C, Angular, or D, none of the above? Natalie.
Okay, if I miss this because I'm remembering the variable name, I'm gonna be very upset, but it was React.
It was React. You should not be upset because your score just went up
Yeah.
and was set
I almost got
to a
fired.
new level. In 2022, Next.js faced backlash after patching which global? Is it A, local storage, B, cookie, C, fetch, or D, array?
I'm gonna
Natalie?
guess. I don't know. I just feel like they were trying to make fetch happen. I'm gonna go with C.
They were trying to make fetch happen. Excellent pun. 500 points. You know what? Give her an extra 0 points because that was so good. Final question in the category. In Ruby on Rails, what is the built-in ORM called? Is it A, Ruby RM, B, Active Record, C, Gembase, or D, Data Rail?
I have no idea why I'm trying to answer a Ruby question. Is it Gembase? C?
You should have had the idea to stop, but it's okay. Spicy bite coming up for you. Sammy, your chance.
I'm good. I like to watch her eat.
Why would you say that? The correct answer is Active Record. Andy, go ahead and bring that out so we can move past this moment. Level 4, Jason, do that level 4 read. Do the read.
This sauce, I'm gonna pull it together. This sauce is the Bodylicious sauce. It is sponsored by our friends at DataStax. DataStax is the fastest way to build and deploy AI apps. And it is made by our friend Cam Hermans here in town using habaneros.
I wish there was some habaneros in here. Not bad.
And with that, we are done with the round. We have Natalie 400, Spice level 4, Sammy 400, Spice level 2. We'll be right back after these messages.
What's going on?
Take a seat. This is a safe space. We're not here to judge. 1 in 3 developers suffer from keyboard addiction.
You spent our rent money on a gold-plated keyboard. I don't even understand
What's gonna give
how
you
could
a better
even
return
think
on
to
investment?
do that.
Rent.
A return
We
on
have to pay
investment.
rent.
It's not uncommon.
I don't have a problem. You have a problem.
That's why I started Keyboard Cure.
Not my clackety.
These people want to be helped.
This is a collectible.
Hey ladies, does this ever happen to you? Then you need Reply Guy off. With the accompanying app, you can kiss those annoying reply guys goodbye. Not literally. Ew.
All right, friends, welcome back to Leet Heat, the game show where developers have to do what? Bring the knowledge, or do what? Face the heat. Good for you for saying it with me. I like that energy. We're in round 2. The points are higher, the questions are harder, and the spice is spicier. Let's get started because we have Natalie having to spin the wheel.
All right.
Natalie landed in user management, sponsored by our friends over at Clerk. In RBAC, what is the term for the lowest level of access right? Answer will be permission.
Oh, I was gonna guess wrong, so I'm glad.
What were you gonna say?
I don't want to talk about it.
Next question. What is a common method for tenant identification in a web app?
I don't know what that means. You know what that means?
JWTs?
Okay.
We're not good at this round.
Subdomain or custom domain?
Oh.
The ability to customize the application's look and feel for each tenant in a multi-tenancy application is called?
Okay, again, not real familiar with tenancy as a terminology, but white labeling?
White labeling is absolutely correct. You're familiar with these points. 200 points for you. Let's go. Final question in the category. Blank allows for custom data to be saved on the user object. Natalie?
Metadata?
More points? Yes. Natalie with 800 points, Sammy with 400 points, and you with a Leet Heat tile. With that, we have a new Leet Heat tile. The board is treacherous and spicy, just like we love it. Natalie, go ahead and spin the wheel. We landed in user experience. Here's the first question. Which slang term refers to sluggishness in a user interface, usually caused by executing long tasks on the main thread, blocking rendering, or expending too much processing power on background processes?
You think I know this?
You do.
I'm sure I do, but I...
You all knew this. Jank. We were looking for a jank. I know, you had it. That's all right. Let's keep going. Let's get the next one. What technique can be used to reduce video buffering on playback?
You know that?
No. I just used Mux recently, too.
What technique can be used to reduce
All right, we were looking for adaptive bitrate streaming, or HLS, or MPEG dash.
HLS. I just used that.
Okay, well, let's give it another try. We got another question in the category. Many SPA sites make the browser back button behave unexpectedly. Which browser API should developers use to fix its behavior? Sammy.
Is it history?
Guess what? Your score, as it is history, because it goes from 400 to 600. Nice job. Final question in the category. We see them everywhere, but what is the condition for actually requiring a cookie banner?
Legal.
Is that an official guess?
Oh no, I didn't hit the button.
I don't know. I think she answered it. I think that was an answer. That seemed like an answer to me.
I'm gonna give her some grace on this one.
Oh, now who's not on my side? You know what? Fine. Go ahead.
Shouldn't have crossed me.
Time's up.
This is what happens. My circle got really small and you were not in it. And so the answer we're looking for is collecting personal data with cookies.
Yeah,
That's why you need that banner. And guess what you need? You know what you need. A new, crispy, fresh, spicy Leet Heat tile. The board is spicier and spicier. You know I love it when it's like that. Hey, Sammy, I'm gonna have you go ahead and spin the wheel.
All right.
Great spin, great spin.
Is it gonna stop?
Ooh, here we go.
All right, Sammy landed on a Leet Heat tile, which means you're the winner of an express trip, first class, to Spice City.
3 is our pineapple habanero from Hob Sauce.
Awesome, great job, Sammy. Go ahead and pick our next category.
Let's go with Developerisms.
You got it, Developerisms it is. What term describes a subtle indicator in code that usually points to a deeper underlying problem in the design or architecture? Natalie.
Smell, code smell.
Code smell is correct, and guess it. I smell some more points in your future. 1,000, nice job, next. What phrase is famously used in beginner programming demos? Natalie.
Hello world.
Hello points. I like the way you're going. Next question. What is a condescending phrase used to instruct developers to read the documentation? Natalie.
RTFM.
RTFM, ASMP. Add some more points. Bow! All right, Natalie, from 1,400 to 600. I'm so glad I got that right. All right, final question in the category. Information that only exists in a developer's head but not in the documentation. What's it called?
Work.
Work. Natalie.
Context? I don't know what.
That's okay. Yeah. No, that's a good try.
Oh, you just want to see me. Come on, Annie.
That's right. I didn't have to say it. She already knew what was happening. All right, Sammy, you got a chance to steal.
Okay.
Sammy is completely risk-averse at this point. That 3 really messed him up because he's not going for anything. The answer we were looking for is tribal knowledge. I would have also accepted institutional knowledge.
We are currently watching Natalie eat the Road Dog by Sauce Leopard. This is a sriracha-style sauce that uses Fresno peppers for heat.
I don't like tribal. We can do better. When did they get hot?
I'm gonna talk about this later because it's really interesting, actually.
She made the mistake.
I feel like that was
Sorry,
a bad
you're gonna pay for that later.
Yeah, I feel like
always
I
comes
shouldn't
back
have
to-
done that.
But you know what else is coming back? Let me tell you what's coming back. It's our favorite. Leet Heat Tile. Treachery is afoot. Natalie, give it a spin.
Oh yeah, I don't even care. I was scared of a little hot sauce. Oh, thank God.
All right, we're landing in framework sponsored by the good folks over at Neon. In React, creating elements by looping or mapping will cause console warnings unless a blank is provided. Natalie.
A key.
A key. You just took the key to unlocking another 200 points. 1,400 to 600. Let's keep going. What framework was Twitter originally built with? Sammy.
Is it Bootstrap?
Not Bootstrap. Natalie, you have a chance to steal.
No, thank you. I was raised better than that.
The answer we were looking for was Ruby on Rails. Let's bring out Spice Level 4 for Sammy.
Spice Level 4, again, is our Bodylicious sauce that is sponsored by DataStax. How you doing, Sammy?
I'm doing great.
Wait, did you tell us that hot Cheetos were spicy to you?
Yes.
You are in trouble.
We have a safe word worked out, so if I call cut, you know what's going on.
All right, let's get to the next question. This wildly popular CSS framework describes itself as utility first. Sammy.
Tailwind?
Tailwind is correct. 200 more points for Sammy. What is the Vue.js directive for looping through an array?
I can't take another bite.
I can't take another bite. The answer we were looking for is V4. I told you, Sammy is cooked. Sammy is straight up cooked. He said, I can't take another bite. He's already thrown in the white flag. What you know I'm about to throw in? I'm gonna throw in something too. Let me get my hand ready. Let's throw in a Leet Heat Tile. All right, the board is in my favorite configuration. Only one category in all spice. I call that the pie slice. Sammy, spin the wheel.
I'll do a hard spin, just in case.
Too hard, no.
Wait. We could.
No, what are we waiting for? There's no waiting there.
I like to be hopeful.
This is the Road Dog by Sauce Leopard. This one is sriracha style. It's got Fresno peppers, some habanero peppers. There's some red bell peppers in there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well,
feel it.
Sammy, I got some really good news for you. You can select our final category.
Awesome.
All right, friends. Well, we're at the CSS category sponsored by our friends over at CodePen. Let's take us home. What declaration will cause an element to be hidden but still occupy space? Wait, before you answer, I need property and value.
Visibility hidden.
You did not hide from those points. I like that. 1,600. Next. Which value for justified content will spread items evenly across the Flex container? Natalie.
Justify. I'm thinking of the tailwind, so I don't know if I'm gonna get this wrong because of this.
Well, you
but
run out of
evenly.
time.
Justify.
Did she just say
Just give me the chicken.
I was like, what did she say?
I said evenly.
No, that's not what you said. We heard everybody in the street. Did you want to steal?
Yeah, I think it's space evenly.
Yeah.
Wow, why don't you space evenly some bites for both of them?
Wow.
No.
The answer we were looking for is space between. Space between.
No, you said evenly.
I said space. No, I said space those bites evenly.
Between is not the same as even. It's not the same.
Well, your taste buds will be the same. So there you go.
This is a sauce called the Ghost of Masculine Pride. It's by our friends at Hob Sauce. It is made with ghost peppers, Carolina Reapers, some habaneros, and there's like tangerine juice in there too.
So this is when it gets hot.
Oh yeah.
The border property is shorthand for which 3 border properties? I need all 3.
I know this.
Oh,
Like,
you gonna do it?
Go ahead.
Border width, border style, and border decoration? I don't know, because I always write the shorthand. Wait.
You were so close.
One picks solid red color, border color.
She pulled it out before you told. I think we
Yeah.
give it to her.
The judges say you get those points.
The judges are fair. I'm like, oh.
And we're at the final question of the game. Which CSS property adjusts the transparency of an element? Sammy.
I want to say it's opacity.
And I want to say you are, correct. Nice job, Sammy.
No more bites. Oh.
That's the last question of our final category. So that leaves Natalie with 1,600, Sammy with 600, which makes Natalie our winner of today's episode of Leet Heat. Let's give her a round of applause. Nice job. But Jason has a proposition for you.
Now, I do have a proposal, and do not feel obligated, but we do like to celebrate the end of the game by toasting our spiciest bite.
You doing it with me, Sammy? I'm there.
All right, if you do it, I'll do it.
All right.
Sammy, I am so impressed by you. We are gonna roll out Elijah's Extreme Regret sauce. This is made with Carolina Reapers and Trinidad Scorpions. There is a little bit of lemon juice in there, but I promise you're not gonna taste it. This is one of the hottest sauces you can find before you get into pepper extract.
You're just doing a dot, right?
It's ketchup, right?
Just a dab, right?
All right, Mark, be ready to take us home soon so that we can get them to some milk.
All right. Go ahead and get your cheers, get the bite.
Oh, I'm getting this extra off first.
Oh, that was a great idea.
Might be one stupid. I ain't too stupid. Oh, you scared? Oh no! He's shaking, y'all.
Natalie's holding strong.
All right.
I mean,
I
it's
see
fine.
it's in the eyes.
I'm waiting.
It's in the eyes.
It's gonna, like, I'm waiting for, like, the cough and I feel it, though. Yeah, it's not bad. I wouldn't reach for it first.
She knocked all the sauce off and she's like, oh, it's not bad.
I mean, I still had sauce. Like, it's hot. I'm not trying to, like, oh, it's not hot.
I got nonverbal.
All right, Sammy, hang in there. Natalie, hang in there. There is milk on the way. And you know what else is on the way? The end of today's episode. Friends at home, thank you for watching. Thanks for playing along. And as always, you know what this card says? Keep it spicy. We see you the next time. All right, we're almost at 2 categories, guys. You all are doing great, seriously.
You're killing it. This
Thanks,
is great.
Mark.
Yes, that's a great show.
Thanks. What's his name?
The spices get to
It might be, because I lost your name for a second, Jason. I was like, John?
This is the second time I hallucinated like some numbers or like
Man, I
stuff.
get it, man. We've been awake a long time, Mark.
It's settling in. It's getting, like, it's still there, so yeah.
Andy, I was gonna rap. I like to make sure they don't die while I'm trying to rap.